Okay, Darryl, congratulations with your sixth win of Australian Championship. Was it an easy game? Last one against Alex Wall?
It was a tough game. He played a very sound system, but he didn't really do a lot with it. So I was able to sort of hang in there and just play kind of neutralising moves.
That's fantastic. Last time you won Australian Championship 10 years ago, in 2002, when you came equal first with Nick Speck and beat him in a match here in Victoria and Melbourne. Is that correct?
I came equal first. The match was actually played on the Gold Coast, but we came equal first in Melbourne, that's correct.
Which means it's 10 years in between victories. It's a long period of time, isn't it?
Well, it's an unexpectedly long period of time.
Yes. Now, can you remember all your 6 wins of Australian Championships and tell me what was the most difficult tournament or thing like that? Just go slowly, briefly.
The first one was in, I'll name them by the even-numbered year, even though oftentimes they started in the odd-numbered year. The first one was in '84, that's where I tied for first with Solo. I was lucky to get the tie because he lost his last round to Fred Flatto from memory. Bishop and Knight versus King.
Wow.
Then I won in '88, and that was another kind of lucky one. This one, Dipper Squaley was probably winning, but Solo did the right thing and put him out, and I won my last game against another than Lloyd fellow and won the tournament. 1990 was my big win. That year I just could do no wrong. I won that one by 2 points. Then there was 2000. Sorry, 98 wasn't one for me. 2000 was in Tumbiumbi. That was a pretty good result, actually. I was playing good chess around that time. That's one with Juan Smurden, and that were a fair bit younger, but they were still becoming good players. And of course, this one, 2002, of course, is the one we just discussed. And now this one.
Okay, what was the easiest, win?
In the tournament, or
out of your 6 wins?
Oh, the one in Sydney, the
1990,
yeah. Played the Institute, yeah. No, 1990. That was a big win.
Okay, next month you're turning 53, correct?
Yeah, I saw on Tornello or somewhere that it had on 53 already. I don't think I've aged that quickly. My birthday's on the 4th of February.
That's right, yeah, we know that. Congratulations with your forthcoming birthday, but it's fantastic effort. Now, what are the plans from now?
Well, I'm going to Queenstown, so I've got to try and keep up the good work, as it were.
That's very good. I believe you earn quite a few L rating points, which is,
It's a bonus.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bonus. My rating was languishing in the close to 2300s, and I made a pact with myself that if I drop below 2300, I'll either A, virtually stop playing chess, or B, take it seriously.
And you took it seriously, and what was a crucial, game in Australian Championship?
Well,
after this, you believed that you could win.
I think after the win against Zhongwan, I knew he'd come for me, and in a chess sense, he was always going to try and win, and he took on a few more risks than he probably would ordinarily have taken on. So after that one, I thought, well, I've got chances to do something rather good.
It looks like Gold and all this did well in this tournament, and not too many players, young generation, perform well. Why do you think that?
Oh, it's just probably a cyclical thing. My first Australian Championship I was a bunch of the juniors who played in '78, and I remember in 1980, of course, I came third with Terry Shaw behind Ian and Greg Hill who were second, and everyone thought, well, this time, the oldies are dying out and the young players will take over. But the next Australian Championships in 1982, Doug Hamilton won from Fred Flatto, so it doesn't always happen that there's a logical progression from one generation to the next, taking over the mantle of the best players in Australia.
That's fantastic. Now, can you mention one of your best games in this tournament?
It's a question of which one was the least turgid. I played quite a nice game in the end against Junta. It sort of turned out well. My game against George was very uneven. He had chances to do better. And against Zhongwan, of course, he sacked some pawns, which gave me chances to win. If I was going to pick one, which is an unlikely scenario, probably the one against Junta.
Okay, good. Now, who do you think will be getting into Australian Olympic in 2012 in Istanbul?
Well, it's a question of who applies. You wouldn't change the status quo on the basis of this particular tournament, insofar as you would assume Zhongwan, David, Smurden, Chidi Apply, and George G would be, in my opinion, automatic selections. And then you've got the usual suspects.
Right.
I suspect I've got a place if I apply for it. And then looking at Solo's result, he's probably still there. So you're parking the old with the new at the moment. But couldn't see anyone really. Maybe Moulton has got a chance to do something. And Junta, they're all a little way away from this in this particular tournament, they're all a little way away from the pace. So you would say probably solo at the moment.
It's fantastic. Now you're 6 times Australian champion, and Peter Swidler, he is 6 times Russian champion. We have to organize match between champions, maybe at MCG before Australian India Test match next year.
Yeah, we can do that. I know he's a big cricket fan, so he might enjoy the concept.
That's fantastic. All right, Darryl, congratulations once again, and keep well in 2012 and beyond.
And all the best to your viewers on this particular forum.
Thank you.